Welcome, fellow crafters, today. Today, we are embarking on a fun and rewarding project transforming a plain bag into a personalized work of art using these gorgeous crafted stencils. Take a moment to admire the intricate details of the floral branches, delicate butterflies, and graceful birds on your chosen stencils. Imagine how these designs will elevate your bag. Before we dive into the stenciling process, let's gather all of our materials. You will need your chosen bag, your crafted stencil, fabric paint in your desired colors, stencil brushes or sponges, painter's tape, a palette or dish for your paint, and some paper towels for blotting excess paint. Having everything within easy reach will make the process smooth and enjoyable. Consider the placement of your design. Will you have a single central motif, a border along the bottom, or perhaps a scattering of elements across the bag? Hold the stencil up to your bag to get a feel for different layouts. This pre planning will help you visualize the final result and avoid any last minute hesitations. Once you have a general idea, you are one step closer to bringing your creative vision to life. Alright, let's get started with the magic of stenciling. If you want to ensure your stencils stay perfectly in place and prevents any accidental smudging, now is the time to use your painter's tape. Carefully position your stencil on the bag wherever you want your design to be. Use small pieces of tape along the edges to hold it down firmly. This is especially helpful for larger stencils or if you are planning on applying multiple colors. Prepare your paint. Squeeze a small amount of your chosen fabric paint onto your palette or dish. Remember, you can always add more paint, but it's harder to take it away. Less is often more when it comes to stenciling. Prevent paint bleed. Load your brush or sponge. Dip your stencil brush or sponge lightly into the paint. The key here is to avoid overloading. Gently dab off any excess paint onto a paper towel. Your brush or sponge should feel almost dry to the touch. This dry brush technique is crucial for achieving crisp and clean stencil lines. Apply the paint. Now comes the exciting part. Using a gentle up and down dabbing motion, apply the paint through the openings in the stencils. Avoid sweeping or brushing motions, as this can push paint under the edges of the stencil and blur your design. Work in light layers, building up the color gradually until you achieve your desired intensity. If you are using multiple colors, make sure one color is dry before applying another in an adjacent area to prevent them from mixing unintentionally. Once you have applied the paint to all the desired areas of the stencil, carefully and slowly peel the stencil away from the back. Lift straight up to avoid smudging the freshly painted design. Take a moment to admire your handiwork. Aren't those details lovely? If you are creating a larger design or using multiple stencils, allow the first application of the paint to dry completely before the repositioning your stencil and repeating the process. This will prevent any unwanted transfers of wet paint. Once again, I am repeating, if you are creating a larger design or using multiple stencils, allow the first application of paint to dry completely before repositioning your stencil and repeating the process. This will prevent any unwanted transfer of wet paint. Congratulations, you have successfully stenciled your bag. Now let's ensure your beautiful creations last. Let the fabric paint dry completely according to the manufacturer's instruction. This may take several hours. Many fabric paints require heat setting to become permanent and washable. Once the paint is fully dry, turn your bag inside out and iron the stenciled area with a dry iron on a medium setting for the recommended time. Please place a thin cloth between the iron and the painted area to protect the design. To prolong the life of your stencil design, it's generally recommended to hand wash your bag or wash it on a gentle cycle inside out. Avoid harsh detergents and tumble drying. And there you have it, a uniquely decorated bag that reflects your personal style and creativity. We hope you enjoy this crafting journey. Now go out and show off your beautiful new bag. Enjoy your stenciling project. Let me know if you have any other questions. And yes, thanks for joining today.